We're here with Darryl Nelson, and he's our newest artist showcase artist that's in our window here at Trends Art and Frame. He's part of the Kamloops Arts Council and a fabulous artist. Welcome.
Thanks.
When's your show ready?
Well, it's already on. It started on the 20th, and it's on until December the 2nd.
Yeah. And what kind of paintings have you got in there?
So I'm doing mostly landscapes right now, and it's kind of what I like, and they're oil paintings. Yes, I like to paint the local area, or at least BC, you know, so it's things people recognize.
So do you go out and take pictures? Or?
Yeah, I do. I do a lot of hiking ever since I was young. I've always just loved being out in nature, so I've always been hiking, and I've even used some photo reference from back when I was a teenager. But so yeah, I take photos. My goal is to eventually, hopefully in the next year, get into plein air painting on site outside
with oils.
With oils, yeah. And so I'm hoping that's something in the future to work on, because plein air painting from life is actually better than from a photograph, because you get the true color,
and then you have to go quick.
Yes, that too. Yeah.
So he's really an awesome landscape artist. So you should come out and see his show. I've already had several comments done to me personally and on our Facebook about, wow, they can't wait to see. You do watercolor too, though.
Yeah, I
That's
do.
when I first met you.
Yeah, absolutely. Watercolor actually. I still love watercolor, and I plan to keep doing it as well. I'm focusing on oil is because when you start something new, you have to really get into it and practice a lot. But my watercolors, I'm always going to love them. That's kind of how I started. And the other thing is there's a new technique out. It's not just me that uses it. Other people have done this as well. And I'm not the first, but it is pretty new. And that is, you can mount watercolors on panel and then varnish them, so they look more like an oil. They don't look like an oil painting, but they're preserved, and they're just
adhere them to wow.
So, and it's really nice because you don't have the glare of the glass, and they're permanent. Yeah, they're varnished, and it's
cool. Have you got some of those on your website?
I do. Yes, I have a whole watercolor section on my website.
Cool. I'd love to see those.
Yeah, and I'll be adding. I have a blog on my website as well, and I'm going to add a piece about how I do that process.
So you're going to let people know and kind of a teaching?
Yeah, I'm hoping to add something.
That's cool. You have to go to his website and have a look at that. We'll be posting that on this video. You'll be able to see what his website is and go see. So how long have you been painting?
Only seriously for 4 or 5 years. I did do watercolor off and on before that. Amongst my other, I was busy with my other careers in the past, but. And then I've been sketching. Like when I was young, I would sketch a lot. I'd go out, I'd go hiking and stuff, and I loved animals, and I'd sketch horses and animals and things.
So it's just kind of one day just drew you into it?
Well, I've always had that artistic desire. Just never really pursued it. Now I'm really serious about it.
Yeah, and your art reflects that. You've done amazing for like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
When I was young, one of my heroes was Robert Bateman. My mom and dad had a coffee table book of Robert Bateman's work, and that was really inspiring. I'd even copy some of his sketches, just practically, because I wanted to be like, I thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
And the neat thing is I got to meet him the other night. He's 84 now, and he's just amazing. He's really nice.
You were talking about that to me. He was at the horse barn.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I got to hold his sketchbook from his latest trips and do that.
And he's quite personable.
Yes, he's really nice. It was great.
That's cool to meet someone that you already you've admired.
I got another book. He hasn't gotten to sign it for me.
Oh, that's really cool. So, what kind of advice would you give to someone that's out there wanting to learn to paint? Like, should you just jump in?
Yeah, definitely. I jumped in. You gotta, you decide. Watercolor is an easy way to start. In that, it's straightforward. It's easy to clean up and not too.
I think watercolor's difficult.
It's the difficult medium for sure. So acrylic might be the way to start. Depends. Just if you want to paint, definitely paint. Don't put it off. Yeah.
So, any kind of thing you want to leave us with?
Well, one thing is, and if you go on my website, you'll see this as well, which is darrylnelson.com. On my blog there, I have an article about I like to use linen canvases, and
like the old masters.
Yeah, and there's a few reasons for that. There's a lot of the professional artists now still use linen. It's stronger, lasts longer than the cotton canvas, and it's nicer to work on. And it's also made from the same plant. It's from the flax plant, and and a lot of the oil paints are made from flaxseed oil.
Oh, so they kind of.
And the linen is from the fiber from the stalk.
Okay.
And the neat thing is, it actually grows around here wild. Flax does. It's a different variety, and the bright blue flowers you see in the ditch look like a weed, and they're tall, scraggly things, but they're really pretty flower on them. And I have pictures of it on my blog. So it's interesting. And cotton, they use a lot of pesticides and stuff. So being an artist and concerned about the environment, I like to make sure
to go green more.
As much as I can to respect that. So yeah,
I respect you for that.
Thanks.
That's a really good thing. So, do you have any other shows coming up?
Yes, actually, in June at the old courthouse gallery downtown. I have my first solo show will be June. So,
oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, I'll post the actual dates on my website when it gets closer, and I'll be putting out notices.
And will you have a mixture of your watercolors and
I'm
oils?
I'm going to probably have both. I'm not
and
sure.
Some of these new watercolors you were talking about?
Yes, I'm probably for sure. I'll for sure have a section of watercolor in there as well.
You're taking 6 months off to get prepared?
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty exciting to have your first solo show.
Yeah.
And at the old courthouse, that's where, you all know where that is. That's down on Seymour, where the Arts Council always has all their shows. So don't forget to come down and see Darryl's show. He's running here at Trends at Aberdeen Mall in the window, showcase artists for the Kamloops Arts Council, and he's going to be here until the 4th. And also go see him. We've got him on our website, and go visit his website and get a really good taste of all his fabulous art. He's a really talented guy and a nice guy. So thank you, Darryl.
Thanks, Leslie. Appreciate it.
Bye now.